Betty, what have you done? Lisa, what are you... What was that? Pushed off again by Jessica. And I got a puncture. Oh, and Andrew... Why? Hello everybody and welcome back to the Traxion channel for another brand new video. And speaking of brand new, I'm delighted to say that this week we have got our hands on a brand new game. It's an indie racing game called RaceLeague, developed by one Finnish man, Jali Hautala of Oversteer Studios. We love that name. This game went into public early access on Steam on Tuesday evening, and right now it's only Tuesday afternoon, so not that many people have had their hands on it just yet, but thankfully I'm about to give it a go for the first time. So let's jump in and see what it's all about. Okay, so here you have our first look at the menu of RaceLeague. We've got a full changelog on the left hand side, TraxionGG up in the top left. You can probably see we've already got some points or reputation or something. That was Ross. He's actually had a go of this game this morning, written an article about it which you should go and check out on the TraxionGG website, but he described this game as colourfully chaotic, which I absolutely love. Now Jali's been working on this game since 2018, so there's been a lot of work and love put into this, I'm sure, and there are three main things that stand out as far as Ross can work out from this morning. That's the physics, the destructible objects, and the track building tool, which I think sounds very cool indeed. Not many racing games have proper track builders. I love the idea of a game focusing on these elements. I think that's very cool indeed. So we're on the main menu here, as you can see. There are 749 members currently on Discord, so it's getting there. I'm sure that's going to get a bit bigger over the coming weeks and months. Down the bottom right we have our different game modes, so we've got practice. We'll go in there as well and just see what that's all about. So you can see we've got a database which is lots of circuits here. I believe these are custom design circuits that people have created and submitted, so we'll definitely give some of those a go and hopefully build our own one as well. You can see we've got multiplayer mode. At the moment there's not much happening on that particular tab, but I'm sure there will be come this evening. Then we go to our garage. I haven't actually been to the garage yet. We've got a Porsche Carrera car, maybe a 911 GT3 Cup car, something like that. We've got something that looks a bit like a Formula 3, Formula 4 style car. These are all work in progress as well. And we have a Fiesta Rallycross car. Very Circuit Superstars like, I would say. You've also got profile settings and the track builder, of course. Now, I will come to the track builder later, so we'll not jump straight into that. We are going to jump straight into practice, though. Now, I was wanting to use a wheel for this video, but I did try and set it up with the Fanatec DD Pro, and unfortunately, I couldn't really get it working, so hopefully that is supported in future. I do know that wheels are supported by this game. Not sure what the state is at the moment, but that's very exciting indeed, so the physics will definitely come into their own on the wheel. For now, though, I'm just going to be using a controller. Let's jump on one of the default circuits then. We've got Donatello Park, Edo Circuit, maybe Gear Paradise, and Varanasi Raceway Park. Donatello Park looks quite tight and twisty. I think we start with Edo Circuit. Okay, we're loaded in. We're in a kind of cockpit camera. I guess I'm driving already, am I? Okay, let's change gears. We've got a mouse on screen. Where's my mouse? That'll do. Right. Betty, what have you done? I was about to say we'll try that again. We've hit reset car, and they've just driven through us. Anyway, here's the different camera views. We've got a chase cam, as you can see, with my wrecked Porsche. We've got a kind of a further chase cam, I guess. You've got a roof camera, which is fantastic for the introduction to sim racing style driving. And then you've got a cockpit camera, which is very basic at the moment, and a bit crushed. So this time I haven't been rear-ended, because I've actually got off to a good start. So we'll hopefully be able to test what's going on. Hitting the brakes into turn 1. Now there is ABS and traction control. I've turned all of that off because I want to embarrass myself in public. Some nice flowing corners so far. A bit of flame from the exhaust as we lift. A bit of a lock up there. Been okay in this run so far. A little bit careful. If you push the brake too hard, you do lock up, so that's nice to see. No sign of being rear-ended by the competition yet. Oh, I've looked behind me. I've gone into the grass. I've damaged the car. So damage is clearly a big part of this. Oh, okay. Big oversteer on the bump. The car stepped out in a very dramatic way there, but it was quite savable. Have I got a puncture on the front left? I'm looking down the bottom and I seem to have a tyre. Yeah, I've got a puncture. Oh. Haven't even got around a lap yet. Okay, we've reset. Attempt number 4 already. It does very much have the sense of an indie game with a small development team, and it is only one person, which is remarkable considering. But I have to say, it's already, you know, catching my attention in the right way. I like what I'm seeing so far. It looks fun. It does look colourful, as Ross was saying. Okay, I did go on. I went on to make sure the graphics were at the highest level. The game unpaused itself and put me in the wall. Okay, this time I was going to wait till the other AI cars get underway just so we can do some driving. Lisa, what are you... What was that? At least the AI are out of the way now, so they're not gonna wipe me out like they seem to be absolutely set on doing. So yeah, even on the highest graphic settings at the moment, of course, as you can see, the track is kind of loading in front of me, so it's not a resource-heavy game. It didn't take long to install at all. It took like 10 seconds to download and install, so it's not a massive file size or anything like that. It's as you would expect. It's running on Unity as well, like many other titles. Whoa. Now I'm guessing because this is practice mode, it's going to be all about lap time, so it's not going to be about position. If I make an overtake here on Charles, or crash into Charles, alternatively, my bumper's now loose. Let's make a dive down the inside. Okay, yeah, so the position doesn't change, so it's definitely not a race. This is just a kind of time trial session. Have we got to the end of the first lap? Yeah, I still think we're on the first lap. Oh, sorry, Charles. Yeah, the AI aren't polite, and neither am I, so I guess that works. Down the inside of Richard, bit of a nudge, thank you, let me in. I'm getting pushed as well, trying to stay at the wall. Don't know what the AI difficulty settings are, or if there are any at the moment. We're past Lisa. We've actually got a little tracker at the bottom to see the car positioning, a little bit like we've got on ACC. Honestly, like when you get into a little bit of a rhythm, okay, I'm only on lap 2, and I haven't actually done a full clean lap yet, and I'm so far away from it, but very initial impressions, it actually feels quite nice to drive. Like, it's satisfying, it's enjoyable. It is arcadey in its style, but the overall feeling, I can sense the physics are grounded in reality. Like, this car is not driving, you know, like Circuit Superstars from Chase Cam. It's not just satisfying to play, it actually feels like the physics are grounded in realism, which is, I guess, what a lot of us want from these kind of arcade games, as long as it's enjoyable to play. And honestly, so far, I can see this being enjoyable. And we're back to the back of the grid. Getting a few frame rate issues. Make that move. Oh, lock up. Yep, the AI do not care that you're there at all. Down the inside of Charles. Sorry, around the outside of another. Was that 2 Charles? Okay, you've got a pit stall there as well. I've got oh, I was about to say I've got damage on the tyres. You can see how much wear there is, but I mean, oh, got a full-on puncture now. Okay, I guess we're testing the crash physics then. What I want to do is try out a community-built track, or a track that's been submitted, created by someone, and see what it's like. And I'm thinking maybe of trying out the Rallycross Fiesta. So let's see if we can find an off-road track. Tail end circuit, that looks cool. Alabama International Speedway, so there's oval racing to do. Maple Leaf Speedway, that's like Pocono, but more, I don't know, isosceles maybe. Honestly, guys, there's already so many circuits, and they look really good. I'm looking forward to making my own one. Circle of Death, that looks ominous. Bristol Raceway Dirt, like it. Beans Hatch. I think we are going to go with Kyonsu Moto Park RX, because it's clearly Rallycross, it's labelled well. I'm up for this. Now, it's worth reminding you guys, I know I've already said it's an early access, but this is definitely a work in progress game, so this is not a complete or final version of a game. This is the very first state where the public are allowed to play it, so you kind of have to forgive some of the errors and mistakes or any glitches we find, flaws and stuff like that. This is all a way for the community to give back feedback and make the game as good as possible before a full release in future. I just love it when we get our hands on these kind of games during the development phase. Okay, I'm on the circuit and I'm in my Porsche, which is not great. You know what, I'll give it a go anyway.
12 seconds later.
Oh, okay. We're in the wall. No. 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 Give me my Fiesta. Just see if we can get a... Ah, there we go. Traxion Pink. Now, of course, I am hoping that in the future we'll be able to save our favourite tracks and stuff like that so we can find them again easily in the future. There is a search function already. Right, let's go. Underway in our Fiesta. Don't know if it's going to have dirt tyres on it or anything. Right, onto the dirt, and it's so much better than our Porsche. 4-wheel drive, of course, this thing. Locking up in the dirt, let's get a bit of handbrake, yes. This is much more manageable on this track. Okay, which way do I go here? Is this a Joker lap, maybe? I'm gonna go left. Let's try and do this from a different camera angle. So you got, that's your kind of higher up chase cam, which I think works quite well. Looks alright, gives you a slightly higher perspective of what's going on. You can see a bit further into the distance probably with this camera angle. This is always a popular angle for racing games. Let's go right this time. So I'm guessing this is the long way around. So for a fast lap, this is not where we want to go. Ah yeah, this is the Joker. Okay, so Joker laps are a thing in this game. That is cool. It means Rallycross is definitely here to stay. Big lag over that section. This thing's tricky to get slowed down without the anti-lock brakes. It's just so easy to lock up. But if you just modulate and be cautious like there, nice and smooth, good exit. Nice and controlled through there onto the tarmac, back over to the right, onto the brakes. I got that bit a little bit wrong. Four-wheel drive really helps you out though. That was nice. All of a sudden I feel like I'm playing iRacing. You can really feel a big difference in grip between the gravel and the tarmac as well, which is exactly what you want on a game like this. Just to be able to feel that bit difference. Nice bit of handbrake through there. I keep running wide and kind of going over the side of this jump. This next one is also really difficult. I think it's because I'm offline maybe, I've got a lot less grip, and I'm in the wall. It's certainly a punishing game when you get it wrong, that is for sure. You know, it's so easy, especially on the dirt. If you run wide, you can just slide straight into the wall, and you know, the damage is inevitable, so let's try and get this one last clean lap and then. This is the slippy bit. I'm going to just take it nice and easy, brake early, stay on the inside line. That's better. You can actually see the change in surface. I do wonder if that change of colour in the surface actually dictates the amount of grip you've got as well. I do wonder if there's a grippier line on the racing line over the dirt. Oh, wobbly. Lost a bit of time there, but got away with it. On the power. Definitely doesn't like that last corner. And that is a 102.3. So that is a better lap than I expected. It's good fun. I'm really enjoying pottering around here. I think you could lose a lot of hours just trying to go faster and faster. I mean, like right now we're 2/10 up. But we're going to stop because I need to go and build my own racetrack. Welcome to the track editor. Okay, it knows it's my first time. That's good. Okay, I've got the mouse in my lap, so forgive me. This will get a little bit chaotic at times. It's just teaching us the camera controls, so that is absolutely fine. I need a keyboard now. Enable the road tool. Where's that? Just following the tutorial. This is good. I'm glad it talks us through this, the way to do it. Click somewhere in the terrain to add a new road point. So let's just click here. Okay. So is this going to be the direction of the road? I have no idea. I think I've messed this up. Can we undo things? Yeah, that's not looking like a great racetrack, is it? Bin. Goodbye. Let's just make it nice and simple to start off with. So we'll make a curve. We'll go over here. We'll make another curve over to here. And then let's close it up with a loop. This is good, so we can drag out this circuit a little bit. So let's make a very tight hairpin to start off with. This is going to take a little bit of time to get used to, so I'm just going to try and make something. But yeah, you're definitely going to need to spend a bit of time mastering what all of these things actually do. Okay, so here's the elevation changes. So we can make it a really steep uphill, and then we can select camber mode. Very nice. Okay, right. So we can make like a very steep incline into a cambered right-hander. Let's deal with that. Here's our props. So we've got trees. We can just pop a tree right in the dangerous place on the exit of the final corner, I believe. There we go. Okay, there's our grid spot sorted. Barrier time, right. What are we going to go for? Got a lovely curved barrier here. Oh, this is going wrong. Okay, I want to stop building now. Please let me stop building. No, that's... No! 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 How do I select a different point? Okay, I'm creating an even more awesome racetrack out of barrier here than I actually managed to make out a road. I tell you what, that's a safe barrier. Let's go with that. We can call it the snake. So basically, we've created the world's worst barrier. We've now accidentally turned it into a curb. What an absolute mess. The game thinks I've got it. It obviously hasn't seen this. Can we just drive this now and give it a try? Because it's going to take about 6 years for me to actually learn how to do this properly. Okay, I can click the car button in the bottom right. Does that mean I can drive my beautiful track? It does. My start line's not on the road though. There is my starting grid spot that I thought I would spawn at, but we're here anyway now. So on the power, down into turn 1, beautiful barrier on the outside. That midsection can catch you out. Back on the power, and then we've got a lovely sweep left up the hill. Bit of camber. That's exactly what we wanted. Okay, that's... Maybe need to work on the angle of that banking a little bit. So it's a wee bit steep, and there's kind of a drop of a cliff on the other side. Back down the hill, down to second. Bit of handbrake and round the corner. And then into the last section now. This is a tighter corner than I realised. Another bit of handbrake actually works quite well. Throwing it around, I'm forgetting we're in the Rallycross car. And there is a lap of, I was going to call it Traxion Speedway, but I wouldn't want to attach the name of Traxion to such a horrendous design. Guys, I'll let you play through the tutorial of this in your own time, and I'm pretty sure we can create some cool tracks, judging by this section here with the elevation changes. With a little bit more thought and a little bit less stupidity, some very cool venues I'm sure could be made. Right, one final thing I want to do before we jump off is try out the Formula car. So I'm going to jump on someone's circuit. This one's the hottest, but it looks a bit Sierra Leone Motor Park, and see how this single-seater performs. Okay, here we go. We've got the AI back on. Can I go? There we are. Okay, big screen lag. Getting bullied. Oh, someone's off. There's been a massive crash. We're through the barrier. A stand? Yep, we're through a stand as well. It really doesn't give you much time to get your head in the game, should we put it that way? Oh, okay, that Armco bends. That's the first time we've seen the Armco bend. Very cool. Nancy's trying to escape through the gap. I am fully stuck. I'm actually going to turn the graphics down to medium, just to try and improve the frame rate a little bit. Okay, underway. Kimberly around the outside. We're already getting completely squished off the circuit, and the lap's invalidated. I'm getting pushed off again by Jessica, and I'm missing my front wing. What? It all happens so fast. You're starting on pole position. We've seen some shunts in front of us as well. And I got a puncture. Oh, and Andrew. Why? It's actually very difficult with lots of AI on to survive. Off the line, we're going to get hit. Stay to the inside. No, 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 they're launching off me. Right, Matthew's on his roof. Joseph's on his roof. No. Okay, I'm going to stay out your way, let you all crash, and then we'll go. Right. Oh, car switchy. Donald's off. Oh, and I've crashed again. Oh, for goodness sake. I like that we've got this kind of roll bar camera. Those crash physics look awesome. Like, you can see from the way that the fence deformed on impact. That's very realistic. And quite rare from a racing game. That's cool to see. Let's just try hitting this Armco. Look at that. Very cool. That's definitely going to be one of the strong points for this game going forward, I think, is those deformable structures like the Armco that I can't seem to get out of because the AI want to put me there. Right, off to the side. Let them all go. Frame rate's still pretty shoddy. I do wonder if this is also because the AI are trying to race on a curated circuit rather than a circuit that was kind of in the game by default. No! Oh, that was close. Oh, I've actually done my tyre lick. It's strange when you've got a kind of arcade-style racing game to a degree, but then you've also got, you know, realistic damage. A little contact with the wall will cause a puncture. We've actually got a banking now, so I can see why this track's rated so highly. We've got someone in the wall. Oh, full-on puncture now. I missed that animation happening. I'm in the wall. I've got to say the crash damage is very cool indeed. Ow. Oh, my tyre's back. Just want to try this without all the AI cars on to try and get rid of some of the frame rate issues, and it's already much nicer. The car sounds good actually on liftoff. You've got all those guttural sounds that you'd expect from a single-seater like this. Get close to the curb, run out wide. On the power nice and early. Yep, dealing with oversteer, bit of a bump in the grass. It's good. It's really good. It's satisfying to play as well. Looks like the lap record's 52.530. I think this is the final straight. Yes, it is. Alright, come on. No. Oh! Bad. Understeered off into the wall. I actually have to say, I'm really looking forward to playing more of this game, because, yeah, there's still a long way to go, of course there is, but the breakable objects and the crash physics are really catching my attention. Like, they're different to any other game you've played. A little bit like Beam in a sense, but a lot of fun, and the movable objects are going to really be what carries this game through. And there's a lot of competitiveness as well, I think, with lap times, with online racing. This is going to be great. So yeah, I'm looking forward to what's to come from RaceLeague. So guys, that is going to end this video, and it's probably been just as colourfully chaotic as the actual game itself. I've had a lot of fun, and I look forward to coming back to it in the future. If you want to catch any future updates on this game, as always, please make sure you subscribe to the Traxion.gg channel, and keep up to date with the website as well, Traxion.gg, for all of the latest news reports, because I'm sure our amazing editorial team will be keeping you fully up to date with the progress of RaceLeague. That's it for me today, so until next time, thank you so much for watching, keep it pinned, and have a great day.